America, Freedom to Fascism. These are just a few of the hundreds of powerful documentary films and books available at truthnews.us and prisonplanet.com. When you visit prisonplanet.com, you can connect to our amazing online store. Whether you're looking for survival and wellness products like Berkey water filters, or you would like a book on the history of the Federal Reserve, we've got the most well-researched and documented titles, all available at prisonplanet.com. Or if you'd like, you can give the InfoWars store a call at 888-253-3139. Or you can view more than 1,000 titles in super high quality right now at prisonplanet.tv. Knowledge is power, and the information you need to effectively wake up your fellow man and fight the New World Order is available right now at truthnews.us and prisonplanet.tv. Join the InfoWar today.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
Folks, there are hundreds of articles in every major British and U.S. paper hyping war with Iran, saying they've got EMP weapons to destroy all our electronics in the U.S., nukes, deadly poison monkeys. They're claiming their little missiles that go a couple hundred miles are deadly. I mean, they're hyping everything. It is just clearly the push for war is on. And throughout the week, we're going to be covering all of this in great detail with other key guests. Jesse Ventura's scheduled for Monday or Tuesday. So we'll see what happens then. Got another big guest coming up later this week. Steve Watson, in closing, in the 4 minutes we've got before Ralph Winterud joins us, any other key areas or points you want to make about what happened to you yesterday and how it ended after he put you into the terrorist database for life?
Yeah, well, I'm in there now with everyone else, but out of the 2 million, the figures released yesterday, out of the 2 million people that were stopped, it's interesting to note that in the same year only 221 were actually charged with terrorism offences, and after that fact, 40 were convicted. And we know from looking at the articles and reading about those 40 that they were basically all completely mentally retarded, basically. So they're your terrorism suspects right there, but they stopped 2 million, they convicted 40.
Yeah, their favorite thing is to arrest registered schizophrenics who they can beat up and drug up, who they put on the news saying they did it. It's admitted, schizophrenics, or they will get people with 70 IQs, or folks with brain injuries, and that's every one of them. Now, in your article, you list all the 84, 85, 80-year-old innocent people walking down the street. They're being grabbed. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, there's an 82-year-old, as I said before in the break, there's an 82-year-old Labour MP called Walter Wolfgang. In 2005, he was ejected from the party conference for shouting nonsense when Jack Straw was defending his the party's Iraq policy. He was detained under terrorism laws. There was an 11-year-old girl who was walking past the protest with her father, who was searched by police under terrorism laws. There was a woman who was held for 4 hours by police for walking, or trespassing as they called it, on a cycle path in Scotland. There's countless.
There was a woman arrested for a Times of London headline, I believe it was 2 years ago, that said something bad about Blair, and the cops said, you're not allowed to have a newspaper that says that, and they arrested her.
It was, I think she was reading out names of soldiers who'd been killed in Iraq. She was just reading them out, and that was deemed protest, and she was detained under terrorism laws for reading a paper.
Now, again, folks, this is England. This is the United States. This is clear tyranny. They're making their move. Steve, what do we do about this?
Well, I mean, we just got to... I mean, I've been getting emails telling me I should have just told them to, to F off or whatever. But if you do that, you get detained under public offence.
No, these cockroaches would murder you on video camera and say you did it.
That's exactly what they want. That's the attitude. That's what they want you to do. So I think we've got to just keep exposing it, rise above it, approach it with, dignity and sound mind, and not come down to the level that they want.
Well, the good news is the Brits are finally getting mad, and once you get them mad, it's hard to get. Once you get them mad, things seem to change. I mean, that's what I'm seeing in the news and talking to people. They are starting to figure out that they're in a lot of trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I got off lucky as well, because we've got an article up today about a young man who was basically pulled off a train, hauled to the ground, and had 6 or 7 submachine guns pointed at his head. It turned out he'd done nothing. It was just the wrong guy.
Well, so you're shocked by that in England. I mean, try being tasered to death every day for nothing. Soon they'll be murdering you everywhere, giggling, laughing, running around, drinking their fluoride, begging to be chemical attacked by their gods. Steve Watson, great job. Thank you for spending time with us.
Thanks a lot, Alex.
There he goes. Read his great report at Infowars.net. Some people are saying this is fear-mongering. It's just the facts. They are going and grabbing 3-year-olds for saying they don't like food.
There are many types of storable foods, but how about a superfood that contains every nutrient that the human body needs for survival? 50% protein, 300 milligrams of potassium per ounce, and calcium and magnesium for your heart and bones, with many more nutrients found in this incredible food source that the government does not want you to have. This product is available in powder, seeds, and oil, and is shipped free to your door in the U.S. This product is illegal to grow in the U.S., but is legal to import. Don't waste time thinking about storing food. Plan ahead and prepare for yourself and your family now, and be in control of your destiny. You can save and invest your money, but in the end, food will be your greatest asset. Remember what the Word of God says in Ezekiel 7:19. Call 908-691-2608 and see what the powder, seeds, and oil can do for you. Remember, food will be your greatest asset. Call 908-691-2608. This product does not contain THC. Call 908-691-2608 today.
Did you know that pH balance is one of the most important factors in maintaining high energy and vibrant health? Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 9 or higher. Plasma pH drops combine a unique formula of the most alkaline minerals and elements. This product is a one-of-a-kind in its strength and effectiveness. Using Plasma pH drops is one of the best ways to make your water alkaline while helping you get rid of acid and regaining your health and energy. With just 10 drops, you can raise the pH level of the water you drink up to the pH of 10. Alkalizing water helps the body rid itself of acidic waste and increases the oxygen content of your body. Disease organisms like bacteria and cancer cannot survive in an alkaline environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH drops now by going directly to alkavision.com. That's ALKAvision.com. Or call 269-344-3420 today.
On September 11th, 2001, along with hundreds of my fellow troops, I went to Ground Zero, and we knew what to do. Or at least we thought we did.
Truth Rising is a breakthrough 9/11 film that finally gives first responders a platform to tell their story.
Whitman, EPA director, on the 18th made a statement that the air was safe to breathe.
This film follows the growing momentum of 9/11 truth as brave souls throughout the world take action against their global masters.
He had his hand over the radio while he was getting a countdown. He takes his hand off and you hear 3, 2, 1, and it was boom, 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 boom.
This is an emergency transmission worldwide. Download Truth Rising at prisonplanet.tv and aggressively spread it worldwide. Or order the DVD at Infowars.com. If we don't expose the government-sponsored terror, they're going to commit more acts and bring in martial law.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Well, he has been fighting the New World Order for a long, long time. He's a radio talk show host. He also has a website and done a lot of research. And I've interviewed a lot of law experts, a lot of people that have been successful, actually found out what's real and what isn't. And I've been checking out Ralph Winterridge stuff for several years, and it's good info. It's what I separately have discovered. You have these thousands of agencies, state, local, federal, international. They're private letter of marque. And the criminal government gives them a letter of marque to operate outside reality. That's why in the past, even military officers had to be commissioned by Congress. Well, now you have the complete, different operation with private mercenaries like